What is the deal with the clapping anyway?
Because he has to sync the microphones and the tape so that our lip sync and the tape are together.
Okay.
Okay. Because that he has to go back, and when he uploads this, he has to sync everything. Because you don't want to be watching something and our mouths don't match the...
While he's gone to get his drink...
We could talk about it.
Yeah, and also,
Okay,
why don't you talk? I'll move my mouth and you talk. And that'll really mess him up.
You'll move your mouth and I'll talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, you'll move your mouth and I'll talk. Is that what you want me to do? Okay. Hey, Chris, we're trying to mess with you. Is it working?
I can't sync and I can't be talking.
I want to talk about Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, why do you say it like that?
Because I'm sad.
Well, I'm not sad.
Okay.
Because I think she lived a long, fruitful, productive life. She did so much with her life. You know that whole thing I have about people that use their life.
Yes.
And, you know, she was the daughter of a grocer. Her dad owned 2 grocery stores. And their family lived above one of the grocery stores. And she went off to college and got a degree in chemistry. And worked in a lab, and then kind of got involved in college politics and stuff, and then joined, I guess, what would be the equivalent of one of our parties, you know, like Republican or Democrats, but that's not what they're called over there. And am I educating you on something?
Yes, yeah. No, this is great.
He's the only person I know that drinks a soda out of a 2-liter bottle.
Yeah.
Mr. Rhoda does too.
I drink it out of a can or a glass.
Yes.
He hauls around a hot 2-liter bottle.
That is bizarre. Dr. K. I'm a big fan of
These
program.
things cost 68 cents.
Yeah.
And you can buy a 20-ounce. It's just a fiscal decision. I like warm soda, but you can buy a 20-ounce for $1.79. You buy a 2-liter for 68 cents. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to finish talking about Margaret Thatcher.
Yes.
So, anyway, she kind of got involved in the politics, and it just progressed, and then she ended up meeting, I believe her husband's name is Dennis Thatcher, and, of course, eventually they got married and had twins. Her children are twins, a boy and a girl that are probably about 60, maybe, something like that. 60
I
years
didn't know
old.
any of that. That's very interesting.
Yeah, she was quite the interesting person and always a very controversial figure. The only woman ever to be elected prime minister, and quite the intellectual, but supposedly did more for... The first time she was elected prime minister, the economy in Britain, they had just come... They were kind of in the throes of... What's the name of that? Wait, excuse me just a moment. This is... I just have to look this up. It's that good. Wait a minute.
Cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance. Yeah, this is the 52-year-old. Winter of Discontent, which was basically their recession.
Winter of Discontent.
Yes, which is now the title of the book, right? But that actually was the terminology used to refer to a recession during... I don't know what year that was. Anyway, I mean, she put some policies in place that were very controversial, but also effective. And you know what I find so interesting? Not to interrupt you, because I can tell you about to talk.
I hadn't talked though, so you didn't officially know it.
I think she's quite the interesting, fascinating person. And I think the same thing about Winston Churchill. You know, I am just enamored with Winston Churchill and his whole background, because his mother was an American, and he was just kind of this curmudgeonly character that people either loved or hated. And they hated him when things were going great, and they hated him even more when things were going poorly, and they always complained about him and wanted him out of office and all this kind of stuff. And then he would get out of office, and then, you know, their country would just get in dire straits, and everybody would say, "We need Winston Churchill." And Winston Churchill would come back and solve the problems.
He does look like a curmudgeon, though, just to address that. Isn't that funny, though? That sort of push-pull, hate you, love you, hate you, love you.
Yeah. But when I was in London, I went to the area where he was in a bunker. Have you been there?
No, I mean I've been to London, but I haven't been
Not
to
that-
the
the
bunker
bunker where
area.
he was.
Or if I did, I don't remember.
I could have spent the entire day in there. It was so fascinating to me that he was hiding in plain sight. He was just right there, just in the basement of one of the buildings.
That is awesome.
And had, all of the important people around him that he needed. But he was right there. And there was bombing literally going on out the door. And he stayed there and hung through and made it to the end.
You are educating me, Robin Lee. I did not know. I should know.
I love it. I've said this before when Ben Clyburn died. I love people who use their lives. I so admire and respect and want to be that way. I just, people who live up to their potential, I think, is one of the things that I most admire and respect about people and most want to be like.
That's awesome. You're so passionate about it. I like it.
I am. I want to be that way so much, and then I come home and sit on my sofa and watch TV. play with take pictures of my dog that's snoring and post on my Facebook.
But you never know when those are going to go viral. Just like Point of View is going viral. You never know when that moment is going to be. Now,
Or either people are going to feel the way they do when they have a virus.
Yes. I got
When they
checked
watch
for a
Point of View.
virus today. I don't have one.
Did you think you did?
I've been feeling kind of rough. So just wanted to have everything checked out.
I feel rough when I look at you.
Oh my God. That's awful.
I'm sorry. That wasn't nice.
Was pretty
I'm sorry, Winnie. I feel bad now.
No, it actually improves my mood from what it was. I was pretty stressed out. But
You improved my mood Saturday night.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm glad. Not thank you. Good. Yes. That came out wrong. I'm glad that I improved your mood. And I thought that you did fantastic. I heard some people talking about it. What day was that? Yesterday?
Should we say that we're talking about
Yes, we should. We should. Yes, you go ahead and...
Well, the United Way of West Central Mississippi United Way hosted Dancing with the Stars. And what was your official role? Were you the roving comedian or
I was the roving reporter.
roving reporter? And you stopped me and said, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" When they pitch over to me, and I was like, "Sure. What are you going to ask me?" And you were so intent on when are they going to tell me to talk. You never would tell me what you were going to ask me, and then you asked me the question, and I gave like the dumbest answer in the world. But I want to give you my really good answer, so let's just recreate that whole scene.
Robin Lee, I want to talk to you about your performance that you just had. Great job.
Thank you.
What I'm really curious about is tell me a little bit about that car.
It was a cute little car, wasn't it, Lenny?
It was fantastic. I love the color.
Yep, it's cute. It was a custom order from Blackburn Motors.
Nice.
Yes. I had been working with Jeb and Brother for quite some time to order something like that, and it was taking forever to get it in. And then one day, I happened to look out the front window of my office, and I saw Jeb riding it over to me.
You notice I'm still holding the microphone?
Yeah.
Also, this is not good improvisation. This is not holding a microphone. This is holding a microphone. This is not a phone. This is a phone.
Gotcha.
Although this is not really a phone now. It's more like this.
Or, like you have your headpiece on.
Right.
Gotcha.
But you actually have to see the object. So it would be more like this. And I was holding it not like this. I think this is the letter S. No, that's the letter S. This might be B or C.
That's A.
This is A.
That's B.
B,
C,
C,
D,
D, E. Now, I just want to say one thing about this Margaret Thatcher deal, because I really do love the historical
going back to
part.
Margaret Thatcher.
We are, because I need to say that I'm a big fan of Austin Powers. And so he is trying to keep the Fembots from getting him aroused. And so what he does is he says over and over, Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day, Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day.
She always say things that I'm just horribly mortified and embarrassed by. I think she does it on purpose. Like, I don't even want to respond to that.
No,
It's embarrassing.
no, this is perfect. Because
I think y'all get together and collude on these things before I even walk in the room.
No,
Let's
Lenny-
think of something embarrassing we can say in front of
Lenny
Rob.
just says what comes to her brain, and she thinks about Austin Powers an awful lot.
I do. Yes. I do
Do you
think
think about fish?
some fish.
Have you eaten any more?
I've had one.
You had any more salmon?
Eel,
So
I did have
which is a fish-like reptile.
little
No,
sushi bites?
I
or-
had trout this weekend. Yeah, I had trout at Roca. It was delicious.
Cheers.
Yes.
Okay, so
Our water.
Okay, I have to ask, are you officially off the vegetarian bandwagon, or just...
I am officially eating seafood.
Okay. Did y'all see the video of the dog singing "I love you"?
Yes, I did.
Are you going to play that?
Yes.
Texas now, where a small dog was named Domino and he was recently adopted.
That's right. He's being called Domino the talking dog for obvious reasons. Go ahead and take a listen, see what you think. So there you go.
I loved that. I think I'm going to teach Lottie Moon to do that. And then when I'm feeling really bad about myself, she'll tell me that she loves me.
I think that's a great
And you know, I'm
idea.
thinking about getting another dog. And so maybe I'll teach him both. And then I could hear it in each ear.
Well, maybe you could teach one to say I love you, one to say I respect you. Okay, this is my exciting thing. All right, now,
I can hardly wait. I'm a little
I
scared.
hate for Chris to miss it. Okay, so you brought in the story about the organ that was stolen.
Yes.
Okay, and there is a follow-up.
Really?
Yes, there's a follow-up, and I would like to thank
the same
my
story?
cousin Polly, who wrote me on Facebook. She saw the Point of View episode. She was fascinated by it, and so she looked up. Let me pull up her message.
It's the same story?
Yes, just catching up on watching POV, and I could not help myself. I had to Google the missing organ in Pittsburgh. It has been found. By the way, I like the videos. Y'all crack me up. Thanks, Polly. So here is the update. It was a worker in the church who loved the organ and didn't want it to get damaged. This is the story anyway. And he took it, and he confessed. It's confession solves case of missing pipe organ at Mount Washington Church. I'm real sad they put pipe in there because I could go a lot of different places. But he was a former church organist, and he took it, and he dismantled the organ.
She has to say something.
That's a really nasty.
Okay, just keep
Anyway,
going.
yes. So
She went to kidney black market last
I
time.
know.
yeah, right. I'm going to stay away from the kidney black market. Nothing good can come of it. So I just wanted to let you know that the organ has been found.
So what are they going to do with it now?
He's going to bring it back.
Why,
the church.
why was he afraid of getting it getting damaged? Does he say?
Well, the church was empty.
Mm-hmm.
The church was vacated. And he probably thought,
Yeah,
maybe it was at risk for a fire or
Yeah,
something like
the
that. I don't
church-
know. I'm just guessing.
And the man told detectives that the church gets very hot in the summer and cold in the winter, which could damage the pipe's leather
very true.
bellows.
That's very true.
So
When you have a pipe organ, you're supposed to keep the temperature, like with computers, it's got to have a consistent. Because, pipe organs, not everything's really a pipe. There's a lot of wood parts to a pipe organ that need, they can't stand a lot of expansion and things like that. So, well, that is neat.
yes, so I was so excited to tell you that. The
Well, tell
follow-up. Cousin Polly.
Polly, thank you, cousin
Yes.
Polly.
Yes.
That's nice. We're going to need some more help with research in the near future.
I thought you were going to say you're going to need more help with me.
That's
We
a
always
given.
need that.
I have an update.
Yes.
10,100 and a little bit was
From United
raised
Way.
was raised at Dancing with the Stars, which is an increase over the 6,400 they raised last year.
10,000 in
Nice.
one night. That's
Wow.
unbelievable.
Good job, Vicksburg.